Hello, my name is Dorothy McFadden. I'm one of the registered dietitians at the St. Luke's Weight Management Program. And we're going to talk about one of the things that happens every fall, and that is that everything becomes pumpkin, pumpkin flavored, pumpkin coffee. So that is our topic for today. So let's talk about the real pumpkin first. The real pumpkin is a very good source of alpha and beta carotene, which is a precursor to vitamin A. And vitamin A is very important for skin and eye health. Vitamin C and riboflavin, which is vitamin B2. You want to select pumpkins that are firm and heavy for their size. A light pumpkin is one that's for jack-o'-lanterns. So what happens when you cut that open, you're just going to see a bunch of strings and like seeds in there, but no like meaty pumpkin, okay? 3/4 cup of pumpkin is only 25 calories. You get 6 grams of carb and 2 grams of fiber from it. Pumpkin seeds are a nice little snack that you can make for the fall. It's a nice little family activity that you can do. Toasted seeds are a good source of tocopherols, vitamin E compounds, which is a strong and powerful antioxidant, carotenoids, folate, phosphorus, selenium, and zinc, which are trace minerals. What you want to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Beforehand, you want to wash all the pumpkin off the seeds and let them dry overnight. And then you want to toss them with olive oil and seasonings and roast on the top rack of your oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Cool, and you can eat them whole. And you can use a variety of different flavors for your pumpkin seeds. You can make them savory, or you can make them more sweet with cinnamon. But they're a nice little low-calorie treat that you can make yourself. The other thing that comes out in the fall is the pumpkin latte. And I know a lot of people look forward to the Starbucks pumpkin latte. I even have a picture of it here on the slide. So just to give you an idea of what you're getting in your pumpkin latte, a 16-ounce serving is 380 calories, a whopping 50 grams of sugar, 14 grams of protein, and 14 grams of fat. It does have a little bit of vitamin A in it from the pumpkin, 20% of your daily value. This option is typically topped with whipped cream and made with 2% milk and pumpkin syrup, which is where all the sugar comes from. 16 ounces equals 260 calories, 49 grams of sugar, 14 grams of protein, and 0 grams of fat. This lower calorie option is made with non-fat milk and no whipped cream. So you could save a little over 100 calories by switching to non-fat milk and no whipped cream. You can go from 380 calories to 260. You're still going to have a lot of sugar in there, still about the same amount of protein. So look at the other popular chain that's out there is the Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin coffee. Pumpkin Swirl Hot Coffee by Dunkin' Donuts. A medium 14 ounce is 250 calories, 36 grams of sugar, 4 grams of protein, and 9 grams of fat. And this option includes regular cream and pumpkin syrup. You can swap it out for a 15-ounce medium that's 170 calories, 36 grams of sugar, 3 grams of protein, and 0 grams of fat. So basically, you're saving calories by cutting fat with that option. And that option doesn't contain cream. Some of the things that you can do on your own is pumpkin spice coffee creamer, International Delight pumpkin spice creamer. It's 35 calories per tablespoon, so make sure you measure it. 5 grams of sugar, 0 grams of protein, 1.5 grams of fat. You can swap that out for the International Delight pumpkin spice creamer that's fat-free and sugar-free. It's only 15 calories per tablespoon, 0 grams of sugar, 0 grams of protein, and 0 grams of fat. So if you're making your coffee at home, that is a lower calorie option that you can do. Okay, so what to choose? You go to Dunkin' Donuts, you say, oh, it's pumpkin season. I'm going to treat myself to something pumpkin. One Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin muffin, 550 calories, 41 grams of sugar, 7 grams of protein, and 24 grams of fat. So that's more than you really need for a meal and probably your whole allowance of sugar for the day. So I always say, what's your best option in this situation? You're going to skip the pumpkin bakery item, but if you're really, really craving something pumpkin, One pumpkin munchkin is going to give you 60 calories, 4 grams of sugar, 1 gram of protein, and 2.5 grams of fat. So if you can limit yourself to one munchkin, go for it. Pumpkin this or that. Panera has an autumn squash soup in a bread bowl. Because of the bread bowl, it's 880 calories, 10 grams of sugar, 27 grams of protein, and 13 grams of fat. A better choice would be the Panera Autumn Squash Soup with pumpkin seeds that's not in the bread bowl. And you go down to 220 calories, 9 grams of sugar, 4 grams of pumpkin, and 10 grams of fat. So you can really see being mindful, checking calories out ahead of time is really going to be a benefit in these situations. So some things you can get at the supermarket. Thomas's pumpkin items. They have a pumpkin bagel that's 270 calories, 10 grams of protein, 11 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of fat. A slightly better option would be the pumpkin English muffin. You're going to save a little over 100 calories. It would be 150 calories, 5 grams of protein, 4 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of fat. Some other breakfast pumpkin items that I see popped up over the market. Frosted pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts, which I'm sure most of you are aware are not a good choice. 200 calories, 14 grams of sugar, 2 grams of protein, and 5 grams of fat. A better option would be the Kellogg's Pumpkin Spice Frosted Mini Wheats. One serving size is 25 for 190 calories, so you're saving 10 calories. You still have 12 grams of sugar, but you're upping your protein with 5 grams of protein and only 1 gram of fat. If you add fat-free Fairlife milk for only 80 calories, but it's going to boost your protein intake to 13 additional grams of protein, 6 grams of sugar, and 0 grams of fat. So that would give you a breakfast that would still be, you know, under 200, well, a little around 200 calories, and you would get 18 grams of protein, which would make you feel satisfied for quite a while. Other pumpkin options that are out there, Chobani has a pumpkin yogurt, 130 calories for 5.3 ounces, 12 grams of sugar, although most of the sugar is going to be from lactose, which is a natural sugar that's in dairy products, 12 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fat. Good option. There's also pumpkin hummus. Cedar's pumpkin spice hummus for 4 tablespoons because of the monounsaturated fat in it. It's 120 calories, 6 grams of sugar, only 2 grams of protein, but 7 grams of fat. But again, it's the healthier fat, it's monounsaturated fat. Pumpkin pie protein bars. Cliff Bar has a spiced pumpkin pie Cliff Bar. It's a meal replacement, 240 calories, 25 grams of sugar, 8 grams of protein, and 4.5 grams of fat. A better choice would be Kashi Pumpkin Spice Flax Granola Bar. 2 of those is 170 calories, 10 grams of sugar, so you can see you're saving on 15 grams of sugar there, 5 grams of protein, and 6 grams of fat. And some old favorites that always come out in the fall that are pumpkin related. Pumpkin pie, a slice of pumpkin pie is 335 calories, 25.9 grams of sugar, 7.9 grams of protein, and a whopping 15.1 grams of fat. And that's because of the crust has a lot of fat in it to make it tender. So of course it's going to up the fat content. But when you look at that, that's not all that much off from that latte we talked about in the very beginning. It's very similar in calories. A pumpkin roll, which I know is a local favorite here. 1 slice is 400 calories, 32 grams of sugar, 7 grams of protein, and 24 grams of fat. So if you're going to have something like this as a treat, just do a taste. Other pumpkin desserts that are out there, New York style pumpkin cheesecake by Sara Lee, 480 calories for 1/16 of a cheesecake, 29 grams of sugar, 7 grams of protein, 29 grams of fat. Jello pumpkin pudding prepared is a better option, a quarter box with whole milk, 165 calories, 24.5 grams of sugar, 4 grams of protein, and 4 grams of fat. And you could even cut some of the calories even more if you went with low-fat milk. And the list goes on and on and on. I was looking around on the internet. There's pumpkin spice candies, the pumpkin spice M&Ms, spicy peeps, pumpkin spice peeps, pumpkin spice Hershey Kisses, pumpkin spice candy corn, pumpkin spice gum. There's also different cookies, pumpkin spice cookies. There's pumpkin spice Milano cookies, pumpkin Oreos, Keebler pumpkin spice fudge strips, and also some alcoholic beverages. That's pumpkin spice vodka, pumpkin spice Kahlua. The thing is, just because it's pumpkin doesn't mean that you need to partake. I think, there's a lot of enthusiasm in the fall as we know the weather's changing and, the pumpkin things are coming out and we only get them once a year. But just because they're pumpkin doesn't mean they're healthy. And it's a lot of extra calories that you really don't need. So my suggestion is enjoy pumpkins. Okay, go to a pumpkin patch, pick out your own pumpkin if you want, make a jack-o'-lantern, make some toasted pumpkin seeds, but don't fall into the marketing trap of, it's only a limited time that the pumpkin's offered. Take advantage of it now. It's not really a reason to indulge. It's back every year. But if you are going to have something that's pumpkin flavored, try to keep it 150 calories or less, 15 grams of sugar or less. Try to pick something that's a little higher in protein, 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat or less. Okay, so it's fall. Enjoy the cooler weather. Enjoy all the wonderful decorations and maybe get some exercise in by walking around a pumpkin patch. Thank you for listening to my session today.